The Simpsons is recommended for ages 10 and up. So
10 and up, Simpsons. What about South Park?
South Park's 18. No, it is like it says on the when people always like talk about South Park, I always say, I used to say that when I was younger, I don't watch South Park because it's shit. But actually, I wasn't allowed. But I used to tell everyone it's the worst show ever. I was like, yeah, exactly. I was like, why did you watch South Park? Oh, I'd like do that and
those
shit.
kids, right?
Yeah, I wasn't allowed. Like, because I think my parents, I think none of the. I always noticed my parents would have been like less strict than the other parents, the kids who were allowed. They just thought because it was like a cartoon that it was okay. They didn't realize that there was 18 plus cartoons like other parents, but my parents did. Like the parents wouldn't have let their kids watch it if they knew what was actually going on in it. Like,
you know what was interesting about, like, for my case anyways, it wasn't much my brother, but I was always fascinated by film and TV.
Yeah.
And when we first got cable, I was probably 10 or 11, something like that, when we got access to English television. So because I was so fascinated, I was then watching English toddler cartoons. So I was like a bit too old to be watching like Cartoonito and Dora the Explorer. Yeah. But I was just happy to watch something in English. So I just kept watching it, especially the kids shows where they were like human action, High Five, what was it called? Something like that.
Oh yeah.
I was watching
about that. I was obsessed with that. I forgot about that.
I was watching
That exists. That's mad.
I was watching High Five at like 11.
No way.
11 or 12.
That was probably that age as well. Sure.
My dad had to sit me down and be like, Deb.
No way.
It's a bit embarrassing. Like.
No. I was probably that. I think I was that age too. Is that embarrassing?
High Five was definitely not for 11-year-olds, in fairness.
I wasn't allowed to watch South Park. Yeah. Not else to watch.
And then I went on to the traditional Hannah Montana. And that was definitely
I watched Hannah Montana as well. I watched it in other people's houses. I think they liked it because we didn't have Disney, so I'd go over to their house and I didn't care. Like, even though all the other guys were like, "Oh, I'm not watching Hannah Montana," I knew they wanted to. So I was like, "Oh, do you mind if I watch it?" They were like, "Yeah, fine, you can turn it." But they liked it.
So
too,
we're lads watching Hannah Montana at the age of like
the lads that I was around because I had it turned on because. But like I could tell they liked it, but they were pretending. I was the only one that was like, "It's good." Like, let's just be honest. But it was all their favorite shows, but they wouldn't say it. Like they were pretending, no, so far. But no, they loved when I would like turn on Hannah Montana because it was like they wanted to do it, but they didn't like. Yeah, it wasn't a girly show like at all. Like it's funny. Like the humor was so neutral. Like it was like even that guy Jackson in it. He's like a. Generic like stone like kind of stoner silly male, like, you know, it's not like a like he had like boy humor, like it was like I don't know, it was nice and balanced.
It was very witty. Miley Cyrus is a rock star right now.
Yeah.
Whenever I see any clip or like song of hers pops up, I'm like, I am so glad that I live at a time where like I have Miley Cyrus. Like, you know how our parents are like, oh, we had Queen, we had this and that.
Oh, yeah.
I am so... That's funny. I think Miley Cyrus is our, like, rock.
That's interesting, yeah.
She belts out a song like no other. She's really cool looking, right?
Yeah.
And she's not cringy anymore. In saying that, like, I don't know. I think she has that, like, classic feel to her.
Yeah.
That... honestly, I'm not going to be shy growing up and being like, oh, you know, like who knows what little whatever they're going to have, like our kids. And
yeah.
I'm going to be like, I'll listen to like Miley Cyrus. Have you listened to her cover of Prayer by Madonna?
No. Good.
You have to listen to her whole albums of Miley Cyrus live.
Yeah.
She's covering Prayer, like all the classics, like really rock.
Yeah,
like she has changed her sound entirely.
Yeah, that's so mad.
Good. Yeah, back to Andrew Tate.
Yeah.